Meditation.
Let's talk about something that you love.
Food. I love that.
What's another thing that you love
Eating it.
besides food and meditation?
Eating it.
Working out. What is another thing that you love?
Smelling it.
The workout?
No, the food.
I know. Are we
What's
live?
up?
What's
Yep,
up,
we're
guys?
live. What is up? What is up?
West, y'all. It's Friday. Feels like Monday, but it's Friday.
Feels like Monday to you?
Yes.
Why?
Because yesterday felt like Sunday.
Okay.
Or it wasn't.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's nuts. We are glad that you're here today. Oh yeah, the IG. Who's on the IG?
Blake, Alicia, Kendall.
What's up, y'all? All right. So we're super pumped to be here today. I'm one of your hosts, Casey,
I'm Kadimah.
and today we're going to talk about meditation. We haven't talked about this in a while. I totally dig it. I'm into it. So I'm looking forward to. Are you live? Oh, weird. Oh, I see. I'm looking forward to kind of going into some different types of meditation today, different styles, but really about the benefits of what it does for you. So I don't know, holler, and you guys feel free to holler some styles of meditation that you've tried or that you've liked. And basically, it's in general is a habitual process of training your mind, training your focus, and to redirect your thoughts. So, and not only redirect your thoughts, it could just be completely clearing your mind of thoughts. There's so many different cool methods of meditation, and you can increase your awareness and your surrounding. Whatever. Just leave now. You're not going to like this. Just leave, James. You don't meditate? I feel like you do meditate.
I don't think he does.
He seems like he might,
No, I
though.
don't think he does.
You should. You'd probably be happier. You might have a better attitude. I don't know. Let's see. I'm sure there's some sort of comment coming. People they use this just to benefit their lives in so many different ways. Helps with positive mood, just your outlook on life. If you are always in your head, meditation might be really good for you.
Yoga and Rar and Sons Brewery tomorrow.
Oh, what's
like it.
up? See, that
Nice
sounds
looking
fun.
out, bruh. Nice looking out, bruh.
Yeah. Develops healthy sleep patterns and increased pain tolerance. There's like a million different things that are all positive. I don't think that you can find one negative thing other than just some people are like, that's too woohoo. Like,
It costs time.
it does cost time.
That's the one negative.
But some people think that it's woohoo, like that it doesn't work. But I'm gonna go out there on the edge and say that those people probably haven't tried it or tried it consistently for long enough. It's like when people say like, oh, this diet's not working, right? But it's only been 2 weeks, and then they give up on it.
Sure.
It's a practice.
I like to meditate with craft brews in my hand.
Hey, preach. I totally get that. So let's talk about.
The hardest thing for me is being still. Man, that is the truth, especially today. There's so many things that can easily distract.
Yeah, being still is tough for a lot of people. I think that's why it's so beautiful, though, because you.
Yeah, it costs time. If there's one thing I'm not going to do, it's take time. So.
That is not true. So let's talk about some of these points here. We'll get into depth on some of them because there's some cool studies out there, and we'll actually copy over and link the studies if you guys want to nerd out on that a little bit. But so first of all, it just helps you to gain a new perspective, and and reduce stress, right? Which who doesn't want less stress? Our society now constantly involved in technology. It never turns off. there's all kinds of crap going on in the world. It's nice to just have that moment where you're like, oh, I'm okay. It's good.
This is so much out of my realm. I don't meditate. I'm going to be completely transparent. I don't meditate at
Have
all.
you tried before?
I don't want to.
See,
I don't even want to try because I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
it's not about missing anything.
I don't feel like it's going to add anything.
Yeah,
I
to each
think-
his own.
Yeah, and but this is the area that I would say, like, I can't speak on this because I'm not doing it. However, I am willing to listen and learn and see, well, maybe this is a practice that I need to have.
Yeah, so there's something that's really, to me, that's really kind of unique, right? You can do meditation in all these different ways, but like whenever you find the stillness within, you know, there's several things to me that occur. Like you realize that you actually have no problems. Whatever you think is a problem, it disappears. Like it goes away completely. In that moment, you realize, like, actually, I'm totally safe and loved, and I'm fine. You also disconnect from your body. So we are so connected to, this is the way I look, this is my shell, this is what my, you don't even think about it. You're just like, this is my body, I am my body. But it creates the ability to be able to disassociate the two. You are not your body. You are much more than just your shell. And we get really wrapped up in our shell, right? And just our society and everything. So I love that, but it does help to manage stress. If I get too stressed out, I'll stop in the middle of the day and just be like, I got to meditate for like 10 minutes. I just got to stop. And it's just a great, last time you saw a ghost, perfect. Perfect. Well, we will talk, if you are a Christian, about some spiritual meditation that you can do. It's totally a practice. It's a thing. So that's like a really cool way to also use that in your like quiet time with God, if you believe in God. And, and I think that's why meditation is cool as well, is because there's a lot of different backgrounds and experiences that all use the same practice to like just be connected and be one. And to me, there's something very like peacemaker about that. I like that. So there's all kinds of cool things. Cortisol is, produced because of stress, and meditation has been shown to reduce cortisol and reduce inflammation. So if you have any inflammatory issues, meditation has been shown to reduce that. If you have issues like sleep, depression, anxiety, high blood pressure, fatigue, cloudy thinking, I'm like, me. Okay? Yes, I've got all of them.
TV, but it feels so empty without me.
I mean, oh my gosh, did we just describe me? So they're all things that benefit. And honestly, in some of these studies, as I was nerding out, some of these studies are cool because it says meditation is most noticed in severe cases, which I don't know if I'm severe, but I have a lot of these. I can't wait for.
We're renaming this show to Counseling with Casey, self-counseling.
What, we can't talk about meditation?
I mean, I
No,
love it.
joking.
I'm here
Oh,
for it.
I'm like, what?
Because what you were saying is like,
Oh,
all these
that's-
things are me.
Oh my
And
God.
I don't know if I'm a severe case. It says that we're going to rename the show today.
I mean, that's cool. Yeah, let's do it. Special. This just in. You're crazy. All right.
Counseling with Casey.
Yeah, it's good. It's ringing. So you can increase your self-awareness. I don't know if you have children, and we get into these like positions of running through life. It's like a self-intervention, Tyler. If we are like running through life, you ever like prayed about or like noticed and be like, man, I really need to be more intentional with my kids. Like I really need to be more present or in the moment. Or that's a lot of people's like yearly goal. Like, what are you going to do this year? I'm going to be present with my child. people have to work towards that because we are constantly distracted and it's difficult. So I believe that meditating extremely just helps you to be present in moments with people. So
when do you do it, and how do you do that to focus on the present?
yeah, so I meditate often. Most of the time, I meditate once during the middle of the day for like a short period of time if I'm stressed out. But I do my longer meditation in the evening routine, and most people start their day with meditation. However, I just start my day with quiet time, and I end my day with meditation. More so, I started because of sleeping issues is why I started. And then I started gaining value out of all of these other things. And so then as you practice it more and more, I feel like you get more and more out of it. And so I do a guided meditation that's about 10 minutes. And the guided meditations are good because it's somebody else talking you through something. There's a different topic every day. And it could be anything from, whatever, clearing, it could be breath work, clearing your mind, going into a transcendental state, which just basically means you are nothing and no thing is how they describe that. And it's really cool to kind of separate from your body. Like it's just peaceful there. After the guided meditation, I typically do an unguided meditation, which is whatever I feel like doing that day. So most of the time it's like clearing your mind, not thinking, learning how to like let thoughts pass, and then getting into a state.
Would these be like negative thoughts pass? Would these
No,
be...
it could be like, I got to do this at work, or I got to do, oh man, I need to remember to call the doctor, or like little to-dos.
Okay.
The whole objective, I think, over time of meditating is that you're really capable of, being calmer, being more aware of the thought, like how much you actually think and what those thoughts are. So the ultimate goal is to be present with your own mind. That's this constant voice that's chattering, and you don't even know it's chattering because you're not paying attention. So it's really quite amazing when you start realizing, oh my gosh, like I've been running through this cycle of I need to do this, or like I feel like crap, I look like crap, like you might be thinking I need to work out. I can't believe I haven't worked out yet. Like truly, you're doing some negative self-talk in there, or you're just not aware of what you're saying. So it's just it's a great way to be more present in that sense.
Okay.
What they say, self-reflecting, thumbs up.
Because I've been making an effort to read before going to bed, kind of like meditation, I suppose. Winds me down, appears results, and better sleep.
100%. I love that.
I am definitely a practitioner of reading before I go to bed.
Yeah.
And typically I have two books going on almost all the time at the same time. So like one I'm reading right now, I'm reading one thing. And then in the evening, I'm reading this book called Things You Should Have, or it's called You're Right Here. But it's a book about that was written by my high school English teacher, and that's published on Amazon right now. And it says you are here, and it shows this point of basically before you go into high school and how you're supposed to learn all this information about being an adult by the time that you leave high school. So this is like, hey, these are all the things that you should know, but that you don't learn until you leave. And so it's a really cool book because it takes the position of his life and kind of goes forward from there. Anyway.
What's that called?
I think it's called You Are Here.
That would be interesting.
And like a map.
Yeah.
It's like a calendar line, and it shows like,
Yeah.
and it has a star, and it
That's
shows
cool.
8, and then it shows like, hey, this is where you're supposed to be at this point. Anyway. But yeah, I do that as well.
And then the hippie side of me is like, you are where you are.
Screw
this book. Oh my gosh, do y'all know how crunchy I actually am? Like, it's getting worse.
If you don't know the term crunchy, it means like, like, I don't know, it's like hippie mom, like super natural remedies for everything. They have an essential oil for this, essential oil for that, essential oil for starting your car when the battery's dead. Like.
I mean,
it's
like,
probably a little far, but it's like there's a remedy for
everything. I just
everything.
ordered perfume that's essential oil.
Oh,
I'm serious. I have not switched to natural
Pop-ups.
deodorant, though. What do you say?
It says his favorite books to read before bed are pop-ups. That's pretty funny.
That's good. So let's see, what else do I mean, I could go over some facts here. I don't know if anybody wants to like super nerd out, but I'll just throw that in
I like the other
comments
section. No, I like this, but I like the the reasonings.
Sure.
Because I've never seen some of these. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Increasing patience and tolerance. I can see that. I can see that for sure, because I would figure that you learn how to, I'm going to say this in quotations, but center yourself.
Yes.
May help you fight addictions.
Yes.
Improve sleep. I can see that. Decrease blood pressure. Generates kindness. Maybe as you become self-aware and present, you become, I don't know how to describe kindness, because I just think of it as like an act or something you do, but not like an act, like I'm acting kind.
Yes,
but
a service, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So the interesting thing about that is, I think that it's not that it just makes you have more kindness. It's just that it's just like working out, right? It's a release, and then you feel better personally.
Okay.
Like, this is not necessarily a release. Well, I mean, in some senses it is not the same as working out, but you do, like, you get.
Yes, just like Skynet.
So you get
for the nerds out there.
Yeah, so you it's just having an internal peace, which makes you more likely to have patience and kindness and these things, like calmness with people, instead of being like, oh, how cute, instead of being like that.
It says the tricky part when you first start to meditate is that we tend to let negative self-thoughts / words creep in. You have to be intentional when you start. Create a positive energy so that you can attract positive energy. Now that sounds crunchy, but true. What's interesting about that is does that mean that you're doing positive self-talk then?
No, not necessarily. It depends on what so there's so many styles of meditation that maybe, like, if you have a history of like this negative self-talk and you're trying to fight that, then maybe, yeah, you are positive self-talk. But it's like a vibration. Like, everybody has energy, right? Everybody has energy that they feed to other people. So when you walk in the room and you're pissed, I'm like, oh, like, somebody walks in the room, I walk in the room and I'm like in a terrible mood,
Yeah, you can tell.
But
you can tell. You can read that information from someone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Even if somebody is really trying to hide something, you can usually tell. And it's like about getting that energy to like a good, peaceful place.
Okay.
But there is a lot of different ways to meditate. Like, so many different. There's a bullet point list here somewhere. Oh, maybe it's not bullet points, but
it's the last page, maybe.
Oh, so it's right here. Breath work, mindfulness, spiritual, focused, movement, eyes open, mantra, transcendental, loving kindness, chakras, and more. Okay, I'm sure that's just a few. There's all kinds of. I can't with you, James. Gosh.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, the kinds?
No, his comment.
Yeah, can meditation help you with RBF? I think it's just permanent for you.
I think I'm in a terrible mood at approximately 5 a.m. between Monday through Friday. Oh.
Yeah, so it's really
Gosh,
it's
this
really
is funny.
quite awesome whenever you start exploring different styles, because it's not that one style, you know, it's like they don't fit all, right? Or they might like different styles, but you could nerd out on different things to help you in different situations. Like if you're struggling with anxiety or depression, it's something, you know, a certain style like breath work might be more beneficial in that scenario rather than doing some sort of movement meditation.
Steve Weber would like to know if bourbon is a type of meditation.
A lot of people have been talking about that kind of meditation.
The meditation of getting drunk.
What up, guys? What up? Yeah, so it is cool. I love all the different styles. It's kind of like being in a relationship. Like if you work on it, it gets better. And there's also some studies, this is such a trip, that have done brain scans on patients before and after meditation. It's outrageous what those scans look like. And it's also being studied or been studied that an event that you visualize and play in your head, your body actually doesn't know the difference between something that you visualized and something that actually happened. So whenever people are living in trauma and living in the past and they're reliving that moment of terror, fear, anxiety, their body thinks that it's going through that again. Hence why people have issues, right? So it's really interesting to think if you can put yourself into a purposed place where you're visualizing what you want, what those feelings are. You know, maybe that's your style of meditation. You're giving that, putting that energy out there, and your body doesn't know the difference between, oh, she's just thinking it and this actually happened. So it's a matter of like building up that jar, that piggy bank, like putting it in over time so that your savings account is growing.
Okay.
So I think that's something that's really cool, and it's not really talked about very much. If you'd like to nerd out on that, on some books, just hit me up and I'll send you some nerd.
Your father would like to know if TikTok is a form of meditation.
No, that is like the opposite. Social media scrolling is
My meditation.
not at all meditation. No, that's when we're like neglecting things.
That's how I neglect all my problems.
Yeah. So I would love if you guys just tried for a week. Just try 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can lay down. There's the cool thing. It's like yoga. Like they go in there like, you can't do it wrong. You can't meditate wrong. You're not doing it wrong. That's the acceptance part, that if you're like a black and white, like see things in black and white, it probably makes it a little bit more challenging to meditate. Like you need rules. Well, there are rules to some extent. The easiest form of when you start practicing meditating, and I didn't start like this, but I just went through a guided meditation that I thought was like, wow, this is so cool, is you focus all of your attention on your hands. So you're just totally feeling your pulse. You know, what are they cold? Are they hot? Like you're literally just being totally aware of your hands. And another one that's really cool is to follow your breath. So when you're in a still, quiet place, you're not moving, and if you're having trouble clearing your mind, to focus on following the breath in through your nose, literally feeling it go. You can feel your breath literally go into your toes. It's so weird to me that like in a moment of paying attention, you're so connected to what's going on in your body. When in other times you just walk around like I have no idea what's going on. You just don't pay attention to it. So there's something really beautiful about that. But I think as far as starting out, like Tyler, read your book for 5 minutes and then just sit there in stillness for 5 minutes and focus on your breath. Where is it going? What does it feel like when it's entering in your nose? Like when it's coming out, like is it cold? Is it warm? Like just being aware of the sensations that your body feels is a really great way to start. Yeah. It would be interesting. Like I like to do it if you have sleeping issues or falling asleep issues. It's just so good to do before laying your head down to rest. Great way to kind of be at peace and clear your mind before you go to bed. So obviously, I'm a fan. I mean, I don't know. James, did you get that?
Yeah, probably. He's probably busy now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, topic I can relate to and have a lot to share. Oh, come on, man. I could have used you a while ago. We could have used you in here. Yeah, but I think that's a good place to start. Just 5 minutes if you want to increase your time. Sometimes you're going to get into these like things where you're like, oh, I'll just do 5 minutes. I personally like to have some sort of like music with no words going. And there's all kinds of guided stuff on YouTube that's free, but sometimes some of that stuff is a little out there. Some of it's a little weird. I'm like, what are they talking
You
about?
also have apps though. You have an app, don't you?
I use an app. I use Calm, which is rather expensive, I guess. But for me, I use it every day. So why wouldn't I pay for it? Like even if they were like, we're increasing the prices, I'd be like, cool, sign me up. I really love it. It has a lot of different capabilities. It does like story times, and there's all kinds of cool like, spiritual teachers on there that are just, you could nerd out on listening to them. I love it. I dig it. I'm into it. You should try it.
Okay.
You
Here's
don't have to.
here's my only
I'm just
reserve.
Yeah.
Is I don't like. I feel like I would only want to do it if there was some state of emergency where I needed to.
You're not gonna know how to use it then.
Right. I mean, that's the only time I would try. Like maybe I'm okay. Well, maybe I'm doing meditation twice a day. It's just different. Because I do my quiet time, which I count as meditation. I'm still. There's no distractions. I'm peaceful.
It's a little bit different, but yes. I mean,
You know,
so it has similar feelings of quiet time and spending time with the Lord have similar feelings to meditation. Yes, agree, but a little bit different, or in my experience. And that's the cool thing, is that everybody has different experiences with it. Like what I get from it is probably different than what Alicia or Stetson or you would get from it. It kind of depends on your personality, how you're wired, like what's going on. Are you stressed? What's your health like? Yeah, quiet time is meditation.
Who's the scrub walking in the background?
It was Jacob.
I'm like, I don't see anybody.
It's probably Jacob.
Yeah. Yeah. So honestly, like just try it. I got taught by this Christian woman too that does really cool quiet time meditation, where basically you clear your mind, clear your thoughts, and then you picture yourself or visualize yourself in some sort of place, in some sort of scene that's relaxing. Like for me, it's the beach, and I'm like sitting by the water, and then you picture yourself in that position, like you're sitting there watching the waves, and then you like visualize like Jesus just coming, like sitting right next to you, and then you like can have a conversation, or maybe it's a hug or whatever. Like that's meditation on like a whole different spiritual level, like super cool.
So, who is the scrub walking in the background? Stetson says, a small dude who needs milk if he wants to get serious about those games. All right.
Well, I think you heard me rattle on enough about meditation today.
No, I feel like I got a lot of insight too.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, sweet. Well, I will copy these links over because Stetson might want to check them out. these studies. He's like the only one that I'm like, you probably want to look at these.
I bet you he's read them already.
He might have.
I mean, he knows. I don't know. He knows everything.
I know
It
he's
seems like
really smart. Like,
he's probably already read them. He's like, yeah, they actually showed in this study.
yeah, he's
what?
like, your number is wrong.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stetson.
It's the wrong URL.
Can you read my show notes before?
Remember, kids,
Don't smoke crack. Okay. All right. Probably in the show like
That's
that.
exactly what he's a wrap it up box.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for being with us today. I am one of your hosts, Casey,
I'm Kadimah.
and we will see you next week.
Later.
Peace.